The stage is set, the players are ready, it's turbo time. I'm Ashley with WatchMojo, and these are the top 10 Beyblade Burst battles. For this list, we're ranking all the best battles that took place in Beyblade Burst, Beyblade Burst Evolution, and Beyblade Burst Turbo. From championship battles to grudge matches, this one is gonna be epic. So buckle up, grab a stack of Beyblade, and prepare to let it rip.
Rain of Sword Fire!
As always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which Beyblade list you think we should do next. Number 10, Valt Aoi vs Shu Kurenai.
Alright, partner, you know what to do!
Surprise in! Upper launch!
This is the battle that truly set the scene for Beyblade Burst. This contest between the series protagonists took place in the finals of the district tournament early on in the show, but it still managed to be memorable.
Impossible!
Incredible!
Shu may have defeated an inexperienced Valt in the past, but this time he was struggling with his shoulder injury and the fact that Valt was no longer such a novice.
Both phase stopped at almost exactly the same time!
A survivor finish would be the deciding factor, and while Shu was the one who took home the gold, it was Valt who gained some much needed experience in this battle, which would aid him in his journey to the top. Number 9, Valt Aoi vs Aiger Akabane. It's the battle that the entire series of Turbo built up to, Eiger against the reigning and defending champion, Valt. Their previous battle was tarnished by Eiger's dark resonance with Achilles, leading to the destruction of Voltriek. But this time, it was about pure sportsmanship and a love of blading. With the crowd roaring for the red and blue bladers, we got our first instance of characters seeing each other's base spirits materialize, and the two warriors engaged in a clash of swords. Sadly though, it was a little bit weak when compared to the battle that happened in the episode just before it, and a lot of people were a little disappointed with Eiger taking the crown.
Yeah! Who will come out on top?
Number 8, Silas Karlisle vs Joshua Burns.
Satu! Crank up the dial!
That's our cue, Blast Genius, it's showtime!
While this battle may not have all the glitz and glamour you'd expect from one of Joshua's performances, we did find ourselves on the edge of our seats as the title of top blading team hung in the balance.
Fight to the finish!
Oh, yeah!
Genius went all out in this nail-biter, dishing out killer moves like Cyclone Wall, but Satum had a secret weapon, as Silas had earlier borrowed the frame from Voltriek, creating a deadly combo. He did BC Soul proud, and they were crowned World League champions after an emphatic burst finish. It's one of those great moments where a lesser character has his time to shine.
Who won it?
Number 7, Free de la Hoya vs Phi.
Now absorb break!
Yeah, you got it!
That was great!
We knew Phi was a tough blader, but this one really proved it. Fearing that the white-haired demon was on a path of destruction, Free took it upon himself to throw down Phi on the big stage. Though Fafnir's drain ability had served him well in many battles, nothing could prepare him for what Dread Phoenix was now capable of.
End this dread cannon! And another fierce attack!
And that's when Phi did the unthinkable by shattering Fafnir to close out the match, just as he had promised. To see a near-invincible blader like Free get crushed in such convincing fashion left audiences floored. Number 6, Valt Aoi vs Hyde.
Turbo Valtryek whip!
Time for Dragon Ball!
After losing his championship belt in an embarrassing display to Eiger, Valt was on a mission to once again redeem himself and regain his world championship. Fortunately, this time around, he was well equipped with the new Turbo Valtryek, a bay even more powerful than Wonder Valtryek. But Hyde, who was undefeated at that point, proved more than a match for the Wonder Boy, with his Dread Hades and its devastating Dread Gravity. In the end, Valt was able to master Valtryek's Turbo Awakening, finally wiping Hyde's smug look off his face. Number 5, Shu Kurenai vs Lui Shirosagi.
It's over. Tear it apart.
This one is ranking in so high purely on its major shock factor. Lui Shirosagi had always stood as Shu's greatest obstacle, having lost to him the previous year, shattering his confidence. And so the stage was set for Shu's redemption against the cocky champ, as the two engaged in a grueling battle.
Let's go! Counter-strike!
Feel that? It's burning up the stadium!
Get out of the way, Spryzen!
Shu very nearly put Luinor to rest, but that's when the unthinkable happened, and a previous crack in Spryzen's attack ring proved to be its undoing, and the Bay was annihilated.
Could this be the end?
Louis' reign of terror continued, and Valt and Shu's dream of meeting in the tournament finals was decimated. Number 4, Valt Aoi vs Xander Shakadera.
Hey, Valt!
Every rivalry needs its epic final battle, and that's exactly what we got here. While it wasn't the first time these two clashed in the Bay Stadium, it was certainly the best. Xander's upgraded Bay Excalius was sweeping the competition throughout the series, especially in his 100 battle challenge. So, Valt would have to match him blow for blow if he wanted to keep up.
All my training was for this! One strike and it's over! Triple Saber!
This one has to be the most hot-blooded battle in all of Beyblade Burst, as the two let out their battle cries and sparks lit up the arena. But in the end, it was our boy Twinkle Toes who walked away with the W. Number 3, Lui Shirosagi vs Free de la Hoya.
Well, Fafnir's offense is as weak as usual. It'll never escape Luinor's wrath!
This was a clash of the titans. The two characters who had remained undefeated throughout the series took it upon themselves to engage in an unofficial battle in an undisclosed location. Luinor and Fafnir seemed to be a perfect challenge for one another, and neither blader gave an inch. But it was ultimately Free's lackadaisical attitude that caused his downfall, as the ruthless Lui unleashed Nightmare Luinor's full power.
Something tells me this is about to be settled.
The main appeal of this battle was that we had no idea who would stand tall, as both Free and Lui had never shown any weakness. Always bet on the White Dragon King when it comes to raw strength though. Number 2, Aiger Akabane vs Phi.
Look at that, Eiger. Everyone is cheering for you.
As mentioned before, the Aiger and Valt finale didn't really live up to the hype, but that's only because this battle set the bar so high.
Now, Phoenix, destroy! Double Dread Cannon! Get out of there!
After having Achilles destroyed by Phi in their previous battle, Eiger was terrified of battling him once again, but it was the destruction of Spryzen that finally galvanized him to face his fears. However, this time Phi was blading with his newly evolved Dread Phoenix, a far more powerful blade. While technically Phi mopped the floor with Eiger, the burst-only rule ensured that the match would not end until there was a decisive victory. And that's exactly what Eiger got when he dropped Phoenix with an awesome final technique. Before we get to our number 1 Beyblade battle, here's some honorable mentions.
Wait, no way! Let's go Air Knight!
Requiem Whip!
No way!
Hyper Shield Crash! Spryzen! A bird launch!
All right, it's time!
Do it, Khazar!
Dread Hades lands a direct hit with a ferocious technique!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Valt Aoi vs Shu Kurenai.
Show no mercy!
To many, this is the Beyblade Burst battle. Valt's and Shu's friendship had been damaged irreparably following Shu's transformation into his red eye persona. But this did not shake Valt's determination to save his friend from the grip that Spryzen now had on his psyche, and so he swore to defeat him and break the curse.
Electrifying!
The two finally got the tournament finals battle they had promised one another, and after what felt like an endless battle with countless double burst finishes, Valt finally stood tall at the top of the mountain, becoming the new champion of Beyblade. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.